Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be unboxing a Maker Crate, and I'm really excited for this. I just really enjoyed the Maker Crate, and I think it's been a lot of fun and exposed me to different activities and crafts and things that I wouldn't have been otherwise. So if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to do unboxings like I'm doing today if you need a little mommy break or have some teenagers for this box. And then also to give you curriculum ideas and just how to invite Christ into your homeschool space. So if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button and let's open this box. So this month says it's marbled paper design and discover paper marbling techniques and get creative designing custom stationery. So that sounds really cool. This isn't something I feel like I've ever really done that much of before. So it'll be interesting to try something new. So this is the picture on top, and then we'll take that out and see what we have here for us. So we have our instructions. Well, I always say that, but they're not the instructions because all the other crates have the instructions in them, but this one doesn't. You look online. So this is more an inspirational guide. And then right in here, oh yes, right here, it gives you where the instructions can be found, and they're very detailed and very thorough, and I really enjoy them. So this usually just gives you some ideas and then a little bit of background and history on maybe how they've done this throughout time. So we have some toothpicks in here, probably for the swirling it around. And then, I don't know how to say this name. Carrie, I don't even know if I should try. Here, you can read it. So there's that. It feels like powder, so maybe it's the powder we mix in. I know when I was looking online, because I get notices right before these ship of what is actually going to be in them, and then you can explore more. It said that you have to set it up for like 3 hours in advance before you can actually do the marbling part. So it might be this, it has to just kind of sit there for 3 hours. So it's not something that's really easy just to sit down and do in the moment. You have to prepare a little bit. So make sure you're prepared. And then we have a whole bunch, it looks like all these little cards. There's several different sizes. So these look little. They have creases on the back where you could fold them. These ones are a little bit bigger. So this is probably going to be all of our stationery. And then there's some other paper. There's lots of paper. So this looks like watercolor. This is actually really thin. So this is really fine paper right here. You can almost see through it. But then on the back, this paper is more like a watercolor or a mixed media paper. So it'll be interesting to see what we're doing with all these things. Oh, it's so cute. I love kitchen utensils. I just love it. I love baking, so this is cute. Hopefully I can just use it in my kitchen afterwards. So there's that, and then this little stencil that we'll use for something. This says marbling tools, and you guys all know my luck at trying to open these things up and showing you is because they're just taped up really well, which I guess is a good thing, but okay, so I think we got it. There's a whole bunch of little things in here. So there's a lot of little droppers like this, and then we have this, I don't know what it's like, a little skewer thing, and a measuring cup, and then a really big needle. Luckily it's plastic, but it's still big. And then we have this paintbrush. This is huge, and it's not super soft. It's like a rougher hair on this. And a glue stick. And then we have a little tray, probably for mixing stuff. And some marbling paints right here. There's a variety of colors. And then we have a bin to probably, to mix everything in. And the sheet, this is usually, I think in the other crates used for a drop cloth kind of stuff. So that's probably what it's for. So this looks very exciting. I don't even know what to expect and how it's all gonna work out, but I'm excited to get at it and just let you know how it goes. finished doing the maker crate and I really liked it a lot. I thought it was super fun and it was something I have never tried before. And I really enjoyed learning more about marbling and a little bit about the history of marbling, and it was just a lot of fun. So I'll show you the project I was able to make and then just give a little bit of feedback on how everything went. So these are all the cards. You can kind of see some of the marbling right here. So I think there's 6 of them, 6 little ones and 6 big ones. And so here's all the different colors. I'm not the biggest fan of this color. It was hard to figure out what to match with it. It's not like a pretty yellow, it's just a yucky yellow. So anyways, I like the blue ones a lot. So this was one of them that I did. So you have your little stickers that you can put on front of the card. And then this one actually opens and you could write on the inside. And then this is the inside of the envelope. So this is rice paper. The rice paper goes on the inside of the envelopes and then you fold them up and you can glue them. Or these ones, I did glue them, but in the video online, they show that it's a little bit hard to glue because there's not that much surface area to glue. So if you want to wait until you put on your stickers when you're like giving them to somebody, you could close them then. So you could glue on this marbling and then close them up when you're ready and then just put a sticker right here and send it, so you don't have to glue it at all if you don't want to. And I thought this one looked really cool. I enjoyed this pattern, I guess, of the purples and the reds, and it has a little bit of yellow in it. So I thought it was just really fun messing with different colors and mixing around in different ways. And it was actually pretty easy to do. I was worried when I watched the video, I'm like, it looks easy, but then I'm gonna try it and it's not gonna work out. But it's pretty forgiving. So this is what the big envelopes look like. And you open it up and there's a whole bunch of the marbling on the back. And then here's a card that I picked to put in here. So they show an example of doing like calligraphy on the front if you can write like that. I cannot. And then you could write on the back, or if you wanted just to write something on the front or put a piece of paper maybe over it that's white and write on it. So there's some different options there. And then you put it in and use a sticker and just put it right here. And so I just really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun and I had a lot of leftover stuff. So here's a whole bunch of my stickers. So this whole sheet, I didn't even use any. It's hard to see, but there's some big squares on it and then little squares, and all the little dots are right here. So like I said, I have all these. There's lots and lots. So I thought either you could put it on the very front of the envelope if you wanted to decorate the outside of the envelope a little bit more, because that could be cute. Like take one of these stickers and put it here. Or you could put it on its own piece of paper and do something artsy that way if you wanted to. I did do a few of they had some watercolor paper in there, so I did a few of those. So that's what these are, is some of the watercolor paper. And I had a few left over that I didn't use because my water was getting kind of yucky. So there's a couple just plain ones. And so there's a lot of project material still left over that you could make some other cute stationery or cute things to look at, and that would just be a lot of fun. And then there's also a ton of this powder, however you say the name, they pronounce it on the instruction video. And then a lot of ink left. So you could do this again if you have some thicker paper, or you could use rice paper and you could make a lot more projects. So I really like that there's a lot left over. So I really enjoyed doing this project and it was quick. Some of the projects I have to work on every single night, like stitching stuff for weeks. But this one, just took me a couple hours to go through, all of these papers and then the cards. And then I was able to be done with it. And I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't something that lasted the whole month. So I like how there's a variety to kind of expose you to different types of art projects instead of just things that take forever or things that are really short. So I'm excited to see what next month's brings. I'm just really enjoying the Maker Crate. And so please give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see more, and we will see you next time.